An important component of student organization recognition is understanding the resources available to our recognized organizations. Connect UW is one of those resources found at uww.edu/connect. Connect UW is a resource for students to seek out organizations and co-curricular opportunities here at Whitewater. It allows you to share who you are as an organization, advertise events and meetings, manage your roster, and communicate within your group. You can also find campus policies and resources, fill out forms, manage your budget, create to-do lists, and more. The information is stored there and only leaves your portal or your group's page when you or your group chooses to delete it. So, it's there for the long haul to help transition from year to year and help officers understand the history of their organization. All student organizations must have their portal updated as part of the organization recognition process.
Another resource you have at your disposal is the Student Involvement Office. Located in the University Center, room 127, the Involvement Office is a place to help you and your organization do your absolute best here on campus. The office offers trainings via uCast, which is a video-based training module that we're providing with topics like travel and transportation, creating events, and recruiting new members. It also has staff there to help you with budgeting and with spending money for your SUF allocation if that is something your group receives. To support you in using Connect UW and getting the most out of the system, the Student Involvement Office will also help with marketing for your event, sharing what's going on our social media pages, as well as where we post information for student organization and students. And really, the Involvement Office's job is not only to help organizations and leaders of those orgs, but also promote involvement overall to campus. Their job is to know about you so that when students come in and say, "I'm looking to get involved," they can help direct them to the right groups, to the right places where they're going to feel at home, and that they can contribute to the goals of the organization and institution.
Another resource that you have specifically deals with having students who are members who have documented disabilities. The university wants to make sure that there's never a time when an organization has to say, no, we can't do something, or that a certain person can't participate because of their disability, and if so possible, we want to help with that. We have an account called the SUF ADA account. ADA stands for the Americans with Disabilities Act and is specifically helping student organizations be able to provide accommodations that are appropriate due to disability. It is important to note that this only works for students who have documented disabilities and that we're not going to cover 100% of the costs, but that we would do our best to cover the difference between a service provided without accommodation and a service provided with. For example, if you need a bus with a wheelchair lift because a member uses a wheelchair, the ADA account could be used to cover the additional cost of renting a bus with a lift.
Recognized student organizations have a number of additional resources at their disposal, participating in the Involvement Fair and Homecoming, being eligible for campus awards, and being able to reserve facilities, rooms, and spaces on campus. We also provide access to paper and markers for large posters and an AccuCut, both located in the Warhawk Connection Center. We also have a fax machine, paper cutter, and laminator through the front desk of Career and Leadership Development. We also have a lockable file storage and mailboxes, assistance with event planning and advising, and more. Whether it's to help students understand who you are as an organization through sitting at the fair, or if it's through making posters and hanging them around campus, we want to help you be a successful organization.
We've been asked to provide a note about printing org materials, specifically in the General Access Labs. The Access Labs are funded from the curriculum fees that exist related to your tuition. So it's important to note that it is expected that you are only printing things for classwork in the General Access Labs. Student orgs should not be using those labs for printing your org materials. But if you need to make copies, you certainly can do so in a number of different ways. Career and Leadership Development will make black and white copies for groups. We bill you on a monthly basis and it's at cost, so it's not that expensive. Quick Copy, our campus's copy center, is located in the lower level of the bookstore, and you can pay cash there, or if you have an org code because you are a SUF-funded organization, they will also charge the fee directly to your SUF account. And then the Media Lab in the Anderson General Access Lab does have some services provided for student organizations as well, and they would charge cash right on the spot.
Community service is a large component of being a student organization here at UW-Whitewater and of being a student at UW-Whitewater. We want to make sure that we have an accurate representation of the service that takes place by and with our students, so we ask that you submit student org service information that includes projects that you've done or money or items that you've raised for different philanthropies. If you go to Connect UWW and type Community Service Submission into the search bar, you can go directly to the form. We ask that all service be reported by May 31st, which allows us to pull all of the data together to be able to share for the Chancellor's Office and for local news reporting agencies to be able to share all of the good things that you do as students here at UW-Whitewater.
Homecoming 2017 will be a celebration of all that it means to be a Warhawk. We hope that individual students as well as student groups will choose to participate in many ways in this year's homecoming. On May 1st, we will announce the theme and plans for homecoming overall. If you are listening to this prior to May 1st, join us for the meeting. If not, join the homecoming portal on Connect at orgsync.com/112488. We really hope that our student organizations take advantage of homecoming. It's a great way to bring alumni back and to tie the traditions of the university and to market your organization to potential members. Homecoming 2017 is scheduled for the week of October 29th through November 4th.